So I just wanted to share a little bit about my morning routine and, hopefully it might help you. I know mornings aren't always, something we look forward to, getting up earlier than we have to. But hopefully after I share a little bit about this, it will make you reconsider because I think it's making a huge impact in, this whole process and this journey that we're on. So lately I've been setting my alarm for about 5:45 in the morning. And I have to admit, this morning I wanted to hit snooze more than anything else. I woke up at around 3 o'clock, had to use the bathroom, and it took me a little bit to go back to sleep. And when I woke up, I was just like, no, I'm not ready to get up yet. I would love nothing more than to sleep in for an extra hour. But I went ahead and got up, and I'm so glad I did. Within just a few minutes, I was waking up, and so just what my morning routine currently looks like. Wake up, obviously brush my teeth, do all the morning stuff, take my dogs out, feed them, and then I come back up. It's about 6 o'clock. So it takes me about 15 minutes to do some of that. And then I have my quiet time. Everyone is sleeping, and it's just like my me time. And so first thing, I usually read a daily devotion. Currently reading Tim Tebow, I think it's called Mission Possible or something like that, but he has a daily morning devotion. So I read that first, and then I either journal or I read about 3 to 4 pages in the Bible. And so this morning I had some things I needed to work through that had happened last night, some kind of frustrations that and emotions that I, had to deal with. I didn't obviously drink last night. Normally I would, turn to alcohol when I'm stressed out and when I'm frustrated and just like mask the problem. And I'm working through not doing that anymore. But it was still kind of on my mind when I woke up this morning. So I took some time to journal through my emotions, what I was feeling, and, ask myself some different questions. And I'm actually going to do another video on that in the near future. I just didn't want to make it all about that in this video. But I worked through some journaling prompts and, wrote down my thoughts. And by the time I answered all those questions, I felt at peace, and I was able to process that emotion instead of, again, just masking the problem and pushing it aside, because I've done that for way too many years. And then I could let it go. And so that was huge. It took maybe 20 minutes to kind of write through that. And I read, in the Bible, and then I always, do a workout in the morning. So currently I have a Beachbody membership, so it's just kind of more convenient in the mornings to go ahead and just go downstairs, do a workout video, 30 minutes or so, get my blood pumping a little bit, I sweat a little bit, and then, get in the shower, get ready for work, and move on with my day. But this is so impactful, for one, spending that time in God's Word first thing in the morning just kind of recenters me, realigns me. And also the journaling thing is huge. I've gone periods of time where I didn't journal. I'm like, oh, this is a waste of time. But I promise you, it is helping me so much, just to kind of let myself write out how I'm feeling instead of just, putting it aside and just, or like I said, I know I'm repeating this over and over, but I can't tell you how many times I am, I've turned to having a glass of wine instead of dealing with something that I was going through, at the time. And another thing with the morning routine, I think just getting up earlier allows me to fall asleep better at night. So, we've got the circadian rhythm, and sometimes if we're sleeping in too late, that makes it like harder to wind down at night. And I am, very guilty of this. I used to turn to a glass of wine at night. A lot of times I felt I needed that glass of wine to wind down at night, and come to find out, I can I can wind down without it. I usually do drink, I have a high drink, which I'll talk more about. That's one of my favorites. non-alcoholic alternative, or even just, you know, a cup of sleepy time tea or something like that. So I'll still have something to drink at night, but not the alcohol. And again, I wake up feeling so much more refreshed, and it's just like I feel like I'm finally finding my rhythm again, and you know, sleeping better. The first few nights were a little bit more difficult, but my body is starting to adjust. So those are just a few things. I hope this helps you. I hope that you'll consider, you know, even if it's just 30 minutes earlier than normal, just take some time for yourself before the craziness of the day, and I promise you, you know, it will start paying off once you kind of get into the habit of that morning routine. So God bless.